So I want to show you how to set up your phone to use boards. Okay. The easiest way to do it is to do it with you have your desktop with you or your iPad or whatever, and you have your phone because that is the absolute easiest way to do it. So you've obviously already done the desktop training with me before because now you know you're here. You wouldn't have been here if you didn't. So what I've got in here is I've got this step by step on how to install it. Okay, how to do it. But I also have in here boards video. Okay, they're just simple. You can see it's just real simple video on how to do it. Okay, so that helps if you want to see it. Okay, so it's the same thing with for Apple. And then with the desktop, this is the video that when I went over, I taught you did the video showing how the desktop works. And this is just basically the same information written down. Okay. So, and the same thing with how to create a board. This is then it's written down here. Then this is the video that I did showing you this. And this is another video that somebody else did. I found on the internet. She does a really good job of going through it. Okay. And then what does boards cost? So boards cost $9.99 a month. And if you is billed annually, it comes down to $7.99 a month. So there is a free version and there's limitations with the free versions, but there's two biggest limitations. One is with the free version, you only get 3 folders, so 3 boards. And I guess I shouldn't say it's the biggest limitation because it's so easy to work around that because you saw that you could put subfolders in it. So, you could put as many subfolders that you want. So if you think of boards as your filing cabinet and you have, files in there, folders in there, you can put as many folders in there as big as as many as you want, that'll fit in the board, in the filing cabinet. So that is a workaround. But there's another one, and it's the daily shares. This is applying to the free version only. So a daily share is anytime you've used your phone for boards, or anytime you've used the Google Chrome extension. Okay. So and every time you use your phone, 1 share. So every message is 1 share. Okay. Um, and there's let me show you what what I mean by that. So when we do our booking, our host coaching, I think for Sunday there's 5 or 6 of them because we break them down to make it easier for them. So when you're doing making a post for whatever it is you're using, and when you go in and you're doing that is 1, and then adding your image is 2. So the free version is limited to when you initially sign up, you'll get 40 shares. And then after that, you're only going to get 10 shares per day. I just showed you what a share is and how many it counts. Okay. The paid plan, there's no limit. And the 10 shares a day do not roll over, but there is a workaround. Okay. On your desktop, there is a workaround. So let me get a blank one here. So if you're not, there's no workaround for your phone. But if you're not using the Chrome extension right here, if you can do this the cut and paste way, I don't know if you remember the cut and paste way I showed you on the desktop video. So you're doing it like, you click on it and you're just going to click share. And if you do that and you just paste it in there, that's not considered a share. That is a workaround. And so the same thing with the images, you're just copying it and you're pasting it. So there's no limit to doing it that way. Okay. You just can't use the Google Chrome extension. That's where it counts as a share. And unfortunately, everything on off of your phone counts as a share. So if you use this workaround, whether it's for messaging or host coaching or for when you're using your parties with Facebook Scheduler, however you're doing it, if you do it the copy and paste method, it will not be counted as a share. So unfortunately, I've got the paid membership. So I do my host coaching from my phone first thing in the morning before my feet hit the ground. So that would be limited. So it's just something to think about. It's really worth it to get the paid plan if this is something you're going to use often. And let's see what devices work. I think those devices, I showed that. So helpful tips. So I just put together this little helpful tips part where this is actually a great one to have. This is the Boards app official community. And there's information in here, great information. But even better, you can ask questions in here, and the boards community or the people that work for boards, they're actually really, really good about getting back to you. And then this is the Facebook group that's about for boards. This is done by it's by a PC consultant, and she keeps this up and does it. So this is a really great place to get boards and lots of information there. And then there's the help. This is the General Boards Help Center. And you'll actually see some of the same stuff that I put in because I copied it from them. But there's the good resource there. And then this is the last one that I use it. I've used it. And this gal works for boards. She's called a board advisor. And there's different topics in here. There's a lot of topics in here that I'll never use, but there's some really good ones like creating your first board and stuff like that. So if you want more video tutorials. Okay. So I will be adding to this as I go, as I think of new stuff. And I want you, how you're going to know I added it is down here at the bottom. It says notifications, and there'll be a red dot there. I don't have any notifications now, so it's not there, but it'll have a red dot and it'll tell you what's been updated. So just like any of these, anytime you have any of them that have have the shared little people there, as long as they have those, it's going to be, as it's updated, you will get notified. So that's a pretty great feature. But once you take it and you make it your own board and you copy it so that you can edit it and whatnot, then you're not going to get notified for it. So it's always good to keep the originals in there too. Okay, well, I hope this helps, and enjoy your board.